came out, though it was everything full of snow and the glittering, the crystalline of the snow. It was also beautiful and was so much the representation of the work we were already in. So the beings were dancing, the Anunnaki and the reptilians shook hands, and they have like a new contract or a new view on things, view on their relation in general. And then afterwards was the most beautiful thing happened, because they were looking forward what they wanted, the ideas they wanted to create for future together. And that is such a blessing, really. And then those trees I saw also reddish, like the eyes of the inner earth aliens. I saw them gold suddenly. Gold is always the expansion of things and the option of things. So it was like the fire was choked and could be there in peace. And the trees got crystalline and free of everything, and the conflict was over. And it's not that this conflict made like this and all humans are freed and all earth is freed. It takes time and it's playing out, and they're always working with us and we're working with them. And like I said, it's not always all the beings and all the humanity. It's always a group. It's groups of people and alien species. The angels came in and they were sorting out and glowing up everything and like recycling all the old energies. And then it became a complete new order for Earth, a complete new slate, like a white paper. We can plant the new plans and write the new story. The Anunnaki put like peace over it and wanna make their thing. And the reptilians got a little bit in the background, but they're still there. Like I said in the new, it's like they said, we made problems somewhere, but we are ready to fix the problems, and we are ready and open enough to take responsibility and work with that. And it's overwhelming. Then our bones were all so white, ultra white, and the Holy Spirit and the highest light density they became that density, and humanity was freed of all that reptilian codes, the old codes of Egypt. And there are still so many codes for example, just in the stones and the rocks of Egypt and everything. And a guide of mine, Som, he's from Sirius, and he was showing me that, like, he pulled out the stones, the rocks from Egyptian pyramids, and like the codes were within the rocks, and they were of course still working and still sending out, and they just were really screaming like to be freed. And the reptilians are now strengthening our body and clearing, cleansing, and drawing back out of the masterpiece of inner earth. Was like an angelic reunion then, and it was like a cleansing of the inner channel of us, like the Kundalini mainstream energy, and the heart cleanse, because the heart needs to be open for the gold codes of the new earth now. And then the Vega came, Vega or however you say. They shown on this whole conflict situation. And they were thanking me that they were like fulfilled and thankful that I helped in this topic, and I released also, and that I work with my blood out onto there, that I, like with my goblet, with my woman goblet, the goblet is always the representation of the uterus, and all the women's organs within the lower belly. So like the goblet where a child can be carried, with my goblet I offer other beings my solutions, my light, the stream I have to give, and with my abundance I solved, and I get back the abundance from them. And like Jesus said, this is my blood that I spilled to heal you from your wounds. And it came into my mind that time, and I thought, we are of Jesus's blood also, and it's always it's meant for everyone. With our blood we can heal this world. Need to be always necessarily the real blood, but it can just be represented because of our consciousness and of our light will. And then came the ascended and the high white masters out to the field, so big, and it was like a dome with crystalline plasma energy, and they were like they wanted to create new beings for this earth and new structures. And this was also the work where we worked that political structures are dissolving, because it's, especially right now, 2024, and I feel very much shame for also German politic ideas, etc. So it's always showing us that this very old structure can't be a solution for this planet, and could never be the solution for this planet. So they want to do it more community wise. So if a community has a problem, like oriented on the alien species, they have a problem, they project everything onto a light ball in the middle, in the center of a circle of beings around. And they're all beings who feel a very deep calling for this theme, for this problem, and they feel if they should step in the center of the circle. And then even if they step into the circle and they feel if they could be the one for this problem, it's not like here on Earth you elect someone and they are just here for each and every theme and problem. It's more just for a theme, and then they will feel if they fit in this team of healers, workers, people with minds and ideas. And if they feel it, they are the chosen ones and the representatives of the solution. And they can work with this and not in a different way. First came the angel came, and I saw that on the ground of this, like a dome, new gold coats were growing. It was like a new soil, a new manifestation soil for beings. structures, ideas. And it was a new bond between the people beyond and earth, like Jesus also said, this is the new bond between me and earth. And he said that in, I don't know exactly the numbers of the Bible, but he said that mostly with the rainbow. The rainbow is the sign for this new bond between me and earth. And the rainbow, like I said, plasma energy, it's also, symbolically spoken for what's going on right now. That's crazy. And those are all the prophecies of Jesus. And Jesus was within there in this dome, and he was gently guiding also, and sending a white light over this dome. And the dome was reflecting all the potential and the collective ideas that we are not suppressed anymore, that we are the creative beings that we always have and had been. We are the creators, the God, we are the God source, a ray of God source, and we have everything within us. We don't need someone who's telling us how to do things. And this is the great problem of Earth. What I once said with the alien teams, they're projecting all their problems on a ball of light, and a child is growing into this light and is showing them how it would potentially solve those problems. And they're learning from this child, from the suckling. And here on Earth, they all say, oh my God, this little suckling, it can't do anything. We are the grown-ups, we show it, we throw stones on it, we suppress it. We always, like the reptilians, we have to suppress things, many of us, and it's just a new way. And this is why the old structures are dissolving, and this is why we have this, after Corona, this war situation, and it's about something at this time. So the angels came and wiping away the informations spiritually. And Jesus said, we're gonna work and we see what's coming next. And it was after that, many years I was working with the new race. We looked how the new race children could be maximum light workers and minimum having the rate of suicide. So it was quite a work that we did. And then Jesus said, we are the ones everyone could listen to, and not the earth things that arise. It's us, because we carve your crystal, we carve your diamond, so that you can shine, that you can glow, that you can ascend, that you can be the highest form of yourself. And if you are that carved diamond, you will receive all the information. Like I said, with the plasma energy also, it's information. It can host information, save information. And if someone needs something, Jesus said, come to us, and do not always be oriented on earth people. Because Jesus said, each and one of you are the crystalline info for the earth. Just open yourself up, work spiritually, just tune into, instead of your phone, media, etc., tune into, get out in nature, sit in grass and tune what nature spirit has to tell you, because each and every one has this very unique plan, God plan, and not the plan that Earth wants to put a stamp onto your forehead. And so the multidimensional energies were working here on Earth, and Jesus said the chance is the chance of this multidimensional projection on Earth to work with this plasma as a cleansing. And also what Jesus said here is a program provider. Yeah, I forgot that. I knew it once better. They said that the plasma energy is not just for cleansing and as an information holder. It's also, it's like a provider. It's like an internet provider that can provide you with many, many ideas and options, chances, views on things. And it was that with the stargates, with Sirius and the pyramids and etc., they are working with this aligning Earth, aligning the Earth beings, centering them for their light work here on Earth. That was so important, and not the reptilians as a advertising in between and distracting from the main work. This was the thing. So it was like freed from the demons. And there was just pure celebration out there, and angels came, and Angel Gabriel I saw, and oh my God, that was so crazy. And I got this song came into my head. I don't know the band anymore. I just know the song is called "We Are the World." So sing, everybody. Take my hand and show that you got it. We are the world. And this was so cool because that song is so true. We are the world. Not a politician, not someone else. And this is the same, I have to say it here in those videos because I know it can come all types of comments again, but we, Jesus and I, and neutrality disagrees with this view that people have here on earth of Jesus, that Jesus is the redeemer of everything, and that it's just Jesus and only Jesus, because Jesus helps us. He's the great assisting person, the great assisting guide through earth, but it's us in the end. It's us. We can say we worked that and we did that, of course with the help of Jesus, but the thing that it's I know some people they step into sins, what we so call here on earth, and they step into those sins very confidently and say, yeah, I'm just a human. But when I have Jesus blesses everything, makes everything gone. And that's exactly not how Jesus works. Jesus wants that you really, truly understand who you are, what you just did, how you are solving your problems. Jesus is like the filter, like a glass you can look through. Glasses you can look through. But Jesus is not the one who cleans up after you. And this is something I really had to express here, because it's just it blurs just all the informations that are important to understand Jesus and Jesus' work here. And this is egotistical thinking and egotistical being, just to go inside and doing everything, and in the end Jesus is cleaning up after you. Jesus is not your mother who doesn't set boundaries. Jesus can be very strong also, and angry also, and letting you see your problems and looking you into the eyes, and by this that you understand yourself. That's what Jesus' true intentions are, and not this I can do everything because all my sins are forgiven. It's that you are learning, growing most of all, and having a very overall consciousness, gaining a very overall consciousness to reflect yourself. First with Jesus within yourself, and then you more and more become this Jesus' essence, this crystalline essence. You become this, because Jesus always tells me the more self-reliant you are, the less others have to work for you. Yeah. For example, I often call the holy Antonius, or I don't know in English the name, Anthony maybe, and I always say, Holy Angelius, please tell me where I put something. And the thing is, once I was saying the saying here in Germany, the saying, Heiliger Antonius, sei ein guter Mann, ich habe was verloren, bring mich dran nah. It's like, Holy Angelius, please be a good man, I've lost something, get me there. But then I thought, why do I ask Holy Anthony whenever I lost something? Yeah, so he can help me, but I shouldn't use him to do something. With this, I can get more and more conscious before I put something somewhere that, it's my brain and my stuff. I put it there, so I know where it is. They are helpers on your way to ascension, but they are not the recliners for an easy life, because with Jesus, nothing ever is easy. And Jesus is laughing too right now. My neighbor once said, but Ramona, he said, I have so many voices in my head, and I have so many voices and things that are advising me, and how do I know which one is Jesus? And I said, I can absolutely right now tell you, because it's always the voice and the saying that you never want to hear in this situation. You are an earth child, you want to be satisfied, you want to have your things, but Jesus is someone who is absolutely challenging you, and who's looking you in the eyes and saying that is not the thing you really truly need right now. Maybe you want it, but not you truly need it. And then you stand there and you want something, and you're craving, and maybe you're addicted, and you could burst because of anger, but this is Jesus. He's just looking you in the eyes, and by this you get conscious, and he helps you for your own ascension. But it's not the ascension of Jesus, because Jesus is already ascended. Yeah. So this is the way of Jesus, always right through, not on the outside. And this is why we are the world. Every one of us. We can have Jesus and God light and everything inside, but in the end it's still us. And Yeah, and Jesus said, you are the star which is glowing up over me, because I am like having the same energy intentions like Jesus, and I am putting my energy on his account. And so his energy can be more and more bright. The more people who come into the light, the more can be bright and glowing up. And once I had the psalm from Sirius, he said once the people and beings who come with us will be aligned. And it's so long time ago, I think it was 2014 even, in my Sirius message video. And he said that I was so, somehow it was so significant how he said it and how he came to me and how he was laughing light. And Psalm is so the most cute and lovely being I've ever seen out there. And he showed me a gate, and this was, as it seems, always the gate of Sirius. That time I didn't check it, but he said, who comes with us is being aligned, and this is always the offer, like Jesus and everyone they're offering. And this is why I have the ability to work with them all. And I wrote that I'm so blessed that I can usher new earth, and this is a calling for you too. Everyone can usher new earth. Everyone can lay a beautiful idea onto this soft new earth ground, new earth information. And then it comes the gardening, the lovely conscious gardening, and losing the old structure of always letting the ego gaps arise. Be conscious, be focused, always, as much as you can. Of course we are humans, and of course we can't be God, but as much as we can to not be trapped again in this never-ending same story. And then the earth got like a purple transformation, and I once drew a picture where I hope I find it, maybe I can blend it in, of don't have it right here anymore, of me in a green robe, like a wedding dress, but it was green, representing nature and the earth under beneath me, and I was like touching the earth, and there was this purple light running down my hands, my palms, and into earth, and like this fire and this renewal of earth. This purple will burn the old structures that we always had and transform the earth, because we're the indigos and we have this purple bluish light that represents consciousness, and to transform. And those things are things sometimes after years, and even if after 20 years I understand what I was drawing, seeing, asking. It's so cool somehow. And then I was drawing the card from a card deck, from the Starseed Oracle card deck, and it was Ancestor Wisdom. Star Answers, Hidden Secrets, Lost Wisdom. And this is exactly what the pyramids, the time of the Egyptians, want to tell us. To focus, to fight and be straight with your intentions, with your dreams. Never lose hope. Work and fight for everything. And this is what's representing now. We are fighting for our rights as humans. And somehow it's ridiculous if you think that humans are taking away their own planets, they are like deleting the planet and destroying a happy and normal life we could live. And it's just those ego gaps. It's all this blocks we don't see through. And instead of fighting, we can remove those blocks and really working with our light work, shadow work, work with our past. Where does this come from? Where was I not seen in my past? That I need to fight someone who doesn't see me now or something like that. To see where all those gaps are coming from, to be very, very interested. And this is the prayer I prayed on the 8/8 in the evening on the fields, that the interest becomes very high, because with an interest you never stop. You want to go further and further, and if all are interested, and this is unfortunately this is a thing that we don't have in our hands, because we can fight as much as we want. We can want to solve, we can be interested, but if the other party is not interested, then it's very hard. So we can pray and work with consciousness and dissolving those old structures. And then I analyzed that song came into my mind, and it was like a party again at home. It was said in that song, check 1, check 2, when I hold on, come down, the right time to move on. It's like the Earth School. You are incarnated and you can do something here now. Use your life. Don't waste it. Use it. Make a move, make a step. Be courageous. It's a hard time, but it's a good time. It's a rewrite falls so bright time. We all are one, share the sacred moon and the sun. And they always show some hints in those songs, because when you work with the moon and the sun, you can understand, and the moon and the sun are aligning with our inner sun and with the inner earth sun. It's all like satellites, like information points. It's the future for boy and girl. We are the world. Keep it up, don't stop. I'll game until I drop. We don't live for eternity, so let's make the best of the time to be. So many races, all the beauty in all the faces. And then he said, we diamonds. We got diamonds, we got worlds. We are the world. That's so crazy when you think about it. The prophecy is in all those songs already, and also. And we diamonds, we are the diamonds, like Jesus said, and we have it in our hands. But it's the time, like the released throat, we have to talk, we have to come forth, we have to come out. There is no way around anymore. We just have to speak our truth without hiding anything. Very rational, very beautiful, without harsh emotions. And we decided to participate with the inner earth. And even Atlantis got renewed. Atlantis codes, Star Keepers, Helper of Humanity, Teamwork. You see the stars onto the planets. You are the leader, they said to me, and to all the workers. It's all about harmony and balance, and doors are opening. And doors were opening and will always be. So the reptilians got like new and sun infiltrated, and they produced or had the idea of a new liquid info stream through the nerves and the body and the spine, and it was flow. And I sent gold codes out into this new reptilian info from the heart chakra, and so we were working together, like with the geese and aliens and the fairies ones. It's all about the collaboration of alien teams, and the reptilians, they get pleasure and joy from that, and not hiding. And because, you know, we opened up as a collective, we can't hide in our ego, comms and being in darkness. We are out now, so we have to be honest, we have to talk, we have to explain ourselves. But this is beautiful because we see that not all is negative, and this is maybe a very good background for you, that you see that. And they wanted to make us more lively, more a human race with a new quality, not so holding back. And Jesus said, I will get knowledge about the holy cities. And I thought, what cities? And they showed me like a torus that was spinning like and into this like crystalline city. And Jesus said the cities of truth and future. And that was the previous idea of Atlantis, by the way, and the previous idea of the pyramids, because the pyramids had so many good ideas. For example, also the pyramids were, when the flood and the water came, they used this natural force to produce electricity, for example. And they had electricity. And I still didn't channel how they built the pyramids, and I will. And I'm so excited about that. They didn't show it to me just like that. So I want to really channel it, because there are so many persons who say persons built it. So many said the aliens built it, and that the peaks here, the tops were with a golden top and metal. And yeah, there are so many ideas and so many I don't know, I don't find the word, and so many pictures out there. So I'm excited what they are really saying. But most of all, it's about options and healings and ascension. It's like, I'm working here with the orgonite, I'm working here with the crystals, with my blood, and they were working with real monuments. And those monuments are still standing here, and they are still like the crystals we're working with. They harnessing the informations, the energies, everything from those Sirius stars, and helping the earth to ascend. And they're also, like I said, a monument, like a remembrance, like a souvenir of the alien beings here. And like with the Atlantis and Stonehenge, whatsoever, they were using it as a sacred place, of an energy place, of a calendar place, also like a sundial, a clock place. There were so many benefits coming from those ideas. Also like the satellite stations, like working together between aliens and humans and inner earth, and so much. And also a triangle shape is also sending energy. Like I'm working with this prism, with the prisms of the Alpha Centauri. They can transform, they can yeah, let the energy like slide down, or pushing it up. There are so many ways we can use them. Yeah, so that was quite about this, and they still work with me, the reptilians. This was the story behind it, and they were working at this year, 21, with the 8-8. And the first time I saw them serious, were still there, guiding me in my work, and they showed up, and they didn't know how to do light work, but they showed up and just opened their God light channel and just let the energy flow through us. So they offered themselves just to assist without doing something, without any intention. And this is, by the way, the best also, which I'm passing on to you now. You don't need to do anything when you work with spirit. You get intuitive nudges, you have your intuition, and you see things, but I can never say I am doing something. I never have a crystal and an intention and I do that. It's always I go there, and at the same time, like synchronicity, at the same time, things are coming together. It's like I see that I'm giving the earth plasma light, and at the same time earth is bringing it to me. It's like you just see what you are working. It's a creation exactly within the process. And this is so cool and so sacred. And this is without any intention. Of course, we all have the wish and the intention that Earth is ascending, Earth is becoming more lightful, new Earth, blah, 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 blah. But in the end, you see it when you do it. And there are so many steps to new Earth. It's not just a tiny little process that I put a stone on Earth and everything is done. We are the process, and the process is interesting. And this is where our way goes and flows, not wanting something and insisting on having it. You don't have something, you are just here to assist, to help, to be a witness of this process, Earth becoming new Earth. So cheers to you, and cheers to us and all this world and all this work, and that we become an ascended version of ourselves. And I'm very happy and grateful to watch this. And thank you. And like I said, it's a great honor that you are with me in all of these parts of the Egyptian spiritual history.